El Niño and La Niña. You might have heard of these phenomena, and today we will discuss what are these and, of course, their impacts. A little trivia. El Niño means little boy and La Niña means little girl in the Spanish language. In fact, the term little boy is associated with a religious holiday due to the observation of South American fishermen regarding the warming up of ocean during Christmas time or in the month of December. These two phenomena, the El Nino and the La Nina, are opposing complex weather patterns that affect the global climate system. It is also a recurring climate pattern in the Pacific Ocean, which means that it occurs repeatedly or periodically. In addition to that, it occurs when the Pacific Ocean and the atmosphere above it alter from its normal condition. El Nino is the warm phase, and La Nina is the cold phase of the El Nino Southern Oscillation, or what we call ENSO. El Nino Southern Oscillation results from the naturally occurring changes in oceanic and atmospheric temperature. So there is a reinforcing feedback loop when the atmosphere and ocean interact. So we are looking at the Pacific Ocean, the eastern and central part of the Pacific Ocean near the equator. In addition, about 71% of the surface of the Earth is covered by ocean. So it heavily influences the precipitation and temperature across the globe. So let's talk about the normal conditions in the Pacific Ocean. During the normal conditions, the direction of the wind, or better known as trade wind, is pushed or it flows from west to east. So the warm water is pushed from South America to Australia and Asia. There is an upwelling, or it is the process where the cold water rises from the deep parts of the ocean in order to replace the warm water that is pushed to the western side. Also, the warm water on the western region releases additional heat in the air, facilitating precipitation. So it is good to note that the clouds and storms also move when strong winds cause warm water to move. However, during El Nino, the trade winds weaken, allowing warm water to travel from west to east, or what we call westerly winds. La Nina, on the other hand, it is the opposite. It refers to the cooling of the ocean surface, of course, in our area of concern, the Eastern and Central Pacific Ocean. So the direction is similar to normal condition. It follows the easterly winds or the east to west direction, but this time it is even stronger. So the western side countries like Indonesia and Australia can get much more rain than usual during La Nina events. During El Nino, Western Pacific experiences drought events. And it also experiences forest fires. On the other hand, during El Nino, at the Eastern Pacific, it experiences severe flooding like in South America. In terms of La Nina, in general, these effects will be reversed. So severe flooding or more rains in the Western, then drought and forest fire in the Eastern Pacific. There are also other impacts of El Nino and La Nina. For instance, in agricultural sector, the agricultural yield may increase or decrease. Then the fishery production is reduced and availability of water differs, and it also initiates animal movement. Regarding the social and economic welfare, El Nino and La Nina can cause health-related disease like stroke, and it can also facilitate price fluctuations in the market. So let's look into some historical information on the El Niño and La Niña events in the Philippines. According to Sutton et al. In 2019, there were El Niño-related droughts recorded from 1982 to 1983, which negatively affected 450 hectares of farmlands. Then from 1997 to 1998, which was considered as one of the most severe El Niño events, drought extended up to two-thirds of the country, and it destroyed 10,000 hectares of natural forest due to forest fires. Then the most recent of dry El Nino conditions was in 2015 to 2016, which adversely affected 400,000 farmers and 550,000 hectares of farmlands. Also, Sutton et al. 2019 mentioned that the losses in agricultural production alone were estimated at $327 million. That is caused by the recent El Nino in 2015 to 2016. So the Philippine Atmospheric Geophysical and Astronomical Services Administration, or PAG-ASA, similar to other countries, have ENSO alert system status. So they look into the 3.4 region, into the Nino 3.4 region, or the Central and Eastern Equatorial Pacific, whether it increases or drops by 0.5 degrees Celsius to monitor the ENSO. So again, both El Nino and La Nina start from the Pacific Ocean, but the direction is opposite. Thank you very much.